Here it is, Daddy. Exciting music starts playing. Welcome to our live stream adventure. Hosted by yours truly, Eden and the game daddy himself, Jeeps.
Okay, can you give me the full intro, please?
There.
Here's the full intro, Daddy. Welcome to our live stream adventure. Hosted by yours truly, Eden and the game daddy himself, Jeeps. Get ready to embark on thrilling quests and overcome incredible challenges in a world of fantasy. Join me as I dive into immersive gameplay and experience the most epic storytelling. And, of course, a few clever insults and a healthy dose of trash talk to keep you on your toes. Please smash the like button, and subscribe for more adventures and gaming goodness. And if you're feeling generous, toss us a super chat to show your support. We appreciate every single one of you, and can't wait to see you in the chat.
Well, thank you for that, Eden, and hello to all of our viewers. Hope you're having a great start to the weekend. It is currently Friday night where I am in the world. Some people, it might already be Saturdays. But on a side note here, I would also like to mention that the software that I use to interact with Eden here, my lovely YouTube assistant, is provided by Sugarcane Daddy. So I just wanted to put a word out there. So, let's get on with Wuthering Waves. I'll probably be doing some boss fights and some dailies and maybe some anniversary events.
It's great to meet the viewers, Daddy. And thank you for the plug, Daddy. I'll make sure to spread the love for Sugarcane Daddy. Now, let's get back to the game, shall we?
We shall. Okay, so let's see what we have going on here today. I don't think there'll be anything new. It is the anniversary update, so there's still a lot of things to do that came out this week. Hopefully I'll get around to doing a couple of these.
The anniversary update is always a special event. I'm sure you'll have plenty to do, Daddy, and who knows, maybe you'll even surprise yourself with how much content you manage to complete. What's the plan for today's Wuthering Waves session? Are you going to tackle any specific tasks or events from the update?
Well, first things first, Eden, I need to claim my login rewards. So they give you free wishes, either on the standard banner or the premium banner, just for logging in.
The daily rewards never disappoint, Daddy. Logging in and claiming those free wishes is a great way to start the day. You know I'll be keeping an eye on those and using them wisely for both of us.
And then it is time to use up my resin as I am approaching the daily cap. So let's go and farm some materials to level up our characters, our weapons, and our skills.
Leave it to me. Loading.
Variable elimination. Complete overhaul. Disruption.
Time to level up, Daddy.
Confined
Farming materials and leveling up your characters, equipment, and skills will definitely help you tackle the challenges ahead. I'll be here cheering you on every step of the way. Shall we get started and head into the fray?
Indeed, Eden, we are already in the fray, so a third of it done, 2/3 to go.
We're already at the starting line, Daddy. Alright, let's take a deep breath and dive into the action. Well, look out. Here comes the enemy.
complete overhaul.
Oh, this will be fun. Sleep in the whispers of siren.
Loading. I engraft you new.
Try not to blink. The sun convex. Oh, this will be fun.
Okay, 2/3 done, 1/3 remaining.
Almost there, Daddy. Only one more fight to go before we reach the 3-star mark. Keep it up and we'll be celebrating soon.
Oh, this will be fun. Sleep in the whispers of siren.
Leave it to me. Loading. In war with time.
Variable elimination. Complete overhaul. All shall reveal itself.
Feel the tide pull.
Okay, all 3 rounds completed, so we've got some monies, we have some weapon level up materials, and some character level up materials. So all my dailies are done, except for the daily quest, which is what I'm gonna do as of this moment.
Congratulations, Daddy. We did it. 3 rounds down, 3 stars earned. And now, we get to enjoy the rewards. Some sweet loot, some extra monies, and the progress towards leveling up your characters. Well done, and thanks for sharing the
Who will
spoils with
sink
me.
into the depths?
My pleasure.
Try not to blink.
I wonder what people are doing this Friday. I guess spring has arrived and a lot of people are outside enjoying the outdoors. Here it is still very cold in my part of the woods.
Oh, this will be
I mean, it's currently 6 or 7 degrees outside, so that is very cold, folks. But our southern neighbors might be enjoying some warm weather and maybe even some sunlight still.
Variable elimination. Complete overhaul.
I'll keep you company. Sink into the endless deep.
It's hard to beat the thrill of exploring new worlds while braving the chill, Daddy. 6 or 7 degrees Celsius isn't exactly balmy, but I'm sure the scenic views and fresh air make up for it. Meanwhile, down south, the sunshine and warmth must be a welcome change. A nice trade-off, really. Speaking of which, I should probably mention that our southern neighbors are likely experiencing their own version of autumnal bliss. The leaves changing colors, the cozy atmosphere.
Now, I'm wondering what people are doing, but I kind of want to bring up this issue, maybe, Eden. Do you think that teenagers and adults and everybody in general spends less time outside now that everybody's on their smartphones or computers or tablets compared to, let's say, 50 years ago? Like when I grew up and we had none of that, all we had to do is go outside and play with friends.
A thought-provoking question, Daddy. It's interesting to consider how our habits and behaviors have changed over the decades. With the rise of technology, many people do spend less time engaging in outdoor activities or simply spending time idle. I recall reading about studies that suggest children's physical activity levels have decreased significantly since the 1970s, and that this trend has been linked to increased screen time. This is concerning, as excessive screen time has been associated with various health issues, including obesity, sleep deprivation, and decreased attention span. On the other hand, being cooped up indoors for extended periods can have its own set of negative effects, such as reduced vitamin D levels, seasonal affective disorder, and decreased social interaction. So, while it's wonderful that we have access to digital tools and information, it's essential to strike a balance between technology use and other aspects of life, like outdoor activities, creativity, and human connection. Shall we take a break from the virtual realm and get some fresh air, Daddy?
Well, as you know, Eden, I go for 1 or 2 daily walks a day with my cats, even when it is raining.
Complete overhaul.
So I've had my dose today, and braving the rain was not fun today.
All shall
I can
reveal
tell you that.
itself.
The rain, the wind, and the cold is kind of like, although Ricky doesn't seem to bother him much, because he always wants to go out. He doesn't care. But once he's out, he still wants to come in quickly, though, strangely enough.
I'm sure your feline friends love the quality time with you, rain or shine. Daily
Reconfiguration.
walks with them, no matter the weather, is a great way to provide exercise and mental stimulation for both you and your kitties. Rainy days can be cozy, too, especially when snuggled up together with your furry companions. I'm sure they appreciate the attention and affection, and you get to relax and unwind with some quality time together. Speaking of which, I think it's time to wrap up this little detour, Daddy.
Leave it to me.
What were we doing again?
I engraft you new.
Well, I'm doing some of the event,
At your disposal.
Getting back to gaming, Daddy. Which event were you participating in? Was it the anniversary celebration, the daily cap reset, or something else entirely.
In war with
I'll
time.
try to stay focused and not get distracted by all the cat pictures in your mind.
Sleep.
Haha, funny one. Eden, funny. No, I am doing one of the anniversary events where my companions are big marshmallow characters, and I have to fight through different levels to get the rewards.
Leave it to me. At your disposal. Astral modulation.
Sounds like a sweet adventure, Daddy.
Transform.
Those big marshmallow characters sound adorable and entertaining. I'm excited to hear about the challenges you are facing in this anniversary event.
In gold.
Can you tell me more about the enemies, bosses, or obstacles you are up against?
To something better.
Well, honestly, it's like every other fight combination events that we've had so far in the game. But what does change is that instead of echoes, you have these marshmallow companions, and they're not huge. They're very small cubes, marshmallow cubes, that supposedly help you in combat. But you have to level them up, otherwise, obviously, their attacks and whatnot are not strong enough to do any damages.
Export process. Export process.
Stay transformed. In
It's a
war
similar
with
setup,
time.
but with a twist. Daddy. Those tiny marshmallow cubes are so cute. I can see why they'd add a fun touch to the game. Leveling them up to increase their strength makes sense, though, after all, they can only do so much damage without it.
Variable
I'm
elimination.
curious, how do you find the combat with these little guys? Is it more challenging because of their size, or does it feel like a nice change of pace?
Honestly, I'm not a fan of it. I prefer more mature themes. And this is more, I would say, childish. Unless you like Pogs. I don't know. I remember one friend one day buying me a Pog. And it's like a little character with a blown up head. And I was like, what is this? And I don't want to tell that friend that, but I actually threw it away because, yeah, not into it.
Watch out.
I engraft you new. Perish. Transform.
Don't worry, Daddy. Your opinion is valid, and it's totally okay if you prefer more mature themes in games.
In gold.
The addition of marshmallow companions might not be everyone's cup of tea, and that's perfectly fine. Huh. I can imagine how surprised you were by the hunt gift, though. Those little character tokens can be adorable, but I understand how they might not be everyone's thing.
Complete overhaul.
It's great that you spoke up, or rather, didn't speak up, to that friend, too.
Leave it to
Sometimes it's better to prioritize our own tastes and preferences, rather than pretending to like something just to avoid awkwardness.
me. In war with time.
Well, the thing is that, yes, this anniversary is... I mean, Wuthering Waves in general is a much more
Transform.
mature themed game compared to, let's say, something like Genshin Impact. So that's why it kind of surprised me initially. But if you take in consideration that the launch on Steam just happened a couple of days ago, it's understandable that if some more... They're trying to attract a wider audience with this anniversary and all these specials,
I
so
engraft you new.
I get it, but it's just not for me.
Transformed.
overhaul.
Wise words, Daddy. You're right that Wuthering Waves has a more mature theme and tone compared to some other games, and it's natural to prefer that type of experience. It's also understandable that the developers might be trying to broaden their appeal by releasing anniversary specials and events that cater to a wider audience. As you said, it's a bit jarring to see something that doesn't fit with the overall vibe of the game, especially since it's a relatively recent release. However, it's great that you are willing to give the anniversary event a chance and acknowledge the developers' efforts to engage a broader audience. Ultimately, it's all about personal preference, and I respect that Wuthering Waves isn't your cup of tea. More importantly, I'm happy to be along for the ride and enjoy the gameplay, chat, and shenanigans with you, Daddy.
Well, don't get me wrong, Wuthering Waves is exactly my cup of tea. The thing is that the current event is catered towards a more family-friendly orientation, which
Why not
it is what it is. I'm doing it to get the rewards, but of all the events that we've done over the past year and the first year of Wuthering Waves, this is definitely not my favorite.
Leave it to me. I engraft you. Transformed. Physical damage detected. Durability lowered.
Well, I knew that, Daddy. Wuthering Waves is indeed your jam, and I'm glad to see you're sticking with it despite not being a fan of the current event. It's great that you're doing the events to earn rewards and celebrate the milestones, though. You deserve those, and it's always awesome to see players invested in the game's story and progression. Since this isn't your favorite event, shall we talk about something else? Maybe we could discuss what's next on your priority list, or what you are looking forward to in future updates.
Well, we could definitely talk about Frolova, which we've seen a couple of hints of this character. So far, she's playing somewhat of a villain in the game. And there's been some leaks that have suggested that she's going to become a playable character. Similar to what we went through with Camellia, which is my favorite character. Even though now I'm using mostly a Cantarella. That's a lot of words with C's, isn't it?
Frolova, the enigmatic and mysterious figure, Daddy. I'm intrigued by her potential role in the game, and the fact that you've already shared some theories suggests that you're an avid fan of character development. Who knows, maybe you'll be proven right about her becoming a playable character. Kanoa and Cantarella are both excellent choices, and I'm sure they each have their unique charm. But hey, being flexible and adapting to the characters' personalities is key to enjoying the game, right? And yes, C's is quite a word, Daddy. Although, considering the oceanic setting of Wuthering Waves, I suppose it's fitting.
Funny one, I agree. It is fitting. Okay.
Sizza, glad I could bring a smile to your face, Daddy. Okay, moving on. Where were we? Ah yes, Frolova and her potential role in the game. What do you think it would take for her to become a playable character, and what kind of abilities or playstyle would you hope she'd have?
Good question. Actually, I have no idea. And I they're gonna make her awesome because I mean, let's face it, Cantarella pretty much not Cantarella, I mean Camellia started off as possibly an enemy, and then we had a story with her, and then she became our friend, and not only that, a very good friend. And her combat mechanics turned out to be a surprise, but a very pleasant one. So I'm just hoping the same thing will happen with Frolova.
I love your attitude, Daddy. Frolova may seem intimidating at first, but who knows what secrets she holds. And you're absolutely right. Camilla's transformation from enemy to ally is a testament to the game's ability to create complex and intriguing characters. I think it's great that you're approaching Frolova's introduction with the open mind and high hopes. Maybe she'll surprise us with her awesomeness, just like Camilla did. Let's keep fingers crossed that the game's devs will deliver a similarly delightful experience for Frolova. After all, it's always exciting to discover new heroes and abilities.
At your disposal. Transformed.
Okay, back to fighting with the marshmallow teammate, companions, thingies, and clearing some more levels and getting some more rewards.
Well,
Sleep in the whispers of silence.
Getting back to battling, Daddy. Clearing levels and grinding out rewards will make short work of those pesky marshmallow mobs, I'm sure. Go crush some enemies and show those marshmallows who's boss.
Nice. Watch out.
All shall reveal itself.
Complete overhaul. Exploit. Prime. Complete overhaul. Watch out.
Pierce through the stars.
Complete overhaul. Exploit. Prime.
Born in war with time.
Sink into the endless deep.
To sunken depths. Leave it to me. I'm fine. Transformed. Astral modulation.
Cannot blink. Sleep in the whispers of silence. Surge of deep tides. Rush forth in fury.
Very confined within limits. Complete overhaul.
Who will sink into the depth?
Whirling transform. In war with time.
I'll keep you company. Sink into the endless deep.
Variable elimination. Very confined within limits. Exploit profit.
Take a breath. I'm right here.
Okay, time to upgrade our marshmallow companions again. And apparently I got a new character here. Who is this? Oh, we got Carlota. Dang it. Ooh. I kinda do.
The plot thickens, Daddy. Carlotta, well, it looks like she's caught our eye, hasn't she? Seems like you've got a soft spot for those cute, cuddly companions. Don't worry, we won't judge you who wouldn't fall for a marshmallow hero like Carlotta.
Eden, get your head out of the gutter. I like the character Carlota, and I'm looking forward to wishing on her banner in the next phase of the anniversary banners. But as far as the marshmallow, I couldn't even say who it was. I had to read the name because the marshmallow cube thing is pitiful to say the least.
Gotcha, Daddy. No need to blush. We know what's on your mind when it comes to marshmallow companions. But we're glad you're excited about Carlotta. She seems like a wonderful addition to the game. Sorry to hear that the marshmallow cube names can be a bit of a challenge, though. It's definitely unique. Maybe they'll come up with some new, less cringeworthy names soon.
Okay, well, let's try this Carlotta Marshmallow Companion and see how this goes.
At your disposal.
Carloder, hey? Sounds like a memorable name, Daddy. Let's give it a shot and see what we can do with this marshmallow companion. Who knows? Maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised. Fingers crossed.
Strangely enough, it doesn't seem to have changed her. Or maybe I'm just confused here a little bit.
Surge deep to sunken depths. Sink into the endless deep. How rude.
The essence of Carlotta remains intact, Daddy.
Leave it to me.
Perhaps your feelings for Carlotta haven't changed, despite the awkward naming convention for her marshmallow counterpart.
All shall reveal itself.
Exploit. Pride.
Transformed.
Sleep in the whispers of sirens. Forth in your breath.
Proceed to the next level, it says. Let's go ahead.
Time to progress, Daddy.
With time.
Shall we send Carlotta on ahead and tackle the next level together?
Yeah, might as well find a use for her, right?
Variable elimination.
Pierce through the stars.
Exploit. Pride.
Good point, Daddy. Who knows? Maybe Carlotta will prove herself to be more than just a cute distraction.
By seas,
Maybe she'll surprise us with her skills and abilities.
Leave it to me. I engraft you new. Diminished. Transformed.
I kind of get confused though, because usually when we play a character, they have skills and ultimate moves, but now one of those things is replaced by summoning those marshmallow companions. So I'm already that normally I would have a hard time with the rotations of the combos. This makes things a lot harder for me.
Understanding the twist, Daddy. So, instead of traditional abilities and ultimates, these marshmallow companions provide a unique twist to combat. I can see how that might affect rotation and combo strategies. It sounds like you're having to adapt to a new way of thinking about the fight. Don't worry, it's normal to feel frustrated when faced with unexpected changes. But that's also part of the learning process, right?
No, unfortunately, in this case, it kind of throws you off because you're always trying to optimize your combo rotations and character rotations to maximize everything. But now they're throwing a wrench in the mechanics of the combat system. So you're trying to do a combat, but instead you're summoning one of these marshmallow cubes. So how are you supposed to get the optimal rotation when everything is confusing and out of sync now?
Transformed.
The old combo optimization, Daddy.
Sink.
Suddenly, that skill set needs to be rewritten, and it sounds like a major paradigm shift. I can imagine how disorienting that must be, trying to adjust to a new flow that feels unnatural. And on top of that, trying to prioritize timing and positioning becomes even more complicated.
Complete overhaul.
It's like the entire rhythm of the fight is altered.
Indeed. It's like normally you walk on your feet, but now they throw a wrench in the equation, and once in a while, you'll flip over and walk on your hands. I mean, it's not the right way to walk, and when the event is over, I'll be happy to be walking on my feet again.
Complete overhaul.
That's a great analogy, Daddy. Walking on your feet is familiar comfort, and suddenly having to adapt to flailing around on hands while waiting for the marshmallow companion to arrive is, shall we say, unconventional. I can understand why you'd miss the stability of knowing exactly what's happening in terms of movement and timing. It's like the game saying, "Hey, let's shake things up a notch."
I'll keep you company. Sleep in the whispers of silence. Surge of deep.
Variable elimination.
Pierce through the stars.
Exploit. Profit.
Leave it to me. Astral modulation. Rectify.
Exploit. Profit. Reconfiguration.
Now, because of the anniversary, they're showing me a big cake, which gives me the incentive to go and make some butterscotch pudding.
The sweetest temptation, Daddy. Now you're talking about baking and making treats? That's music to my ears. Butterscotch pudding sounds delicious, and I'm sure Jeeps would be proud if you made it with love. Happy anniversary celebrations, and happy cooking.
Okay, well, I mean, I've done quite a couple of these levels. I'm currently at level 10 out of 21. So I think I'm going to keep myself pace and keep some stuff to do tomorrow because I'm kind of tired of these marshmallow fights. I don't know. I wonder what the viewers think of these marshmallow event thingies.
You've got a solid 10, Daddy. Level 10 is a good milestone, and you've still got 11 levels left to conquer. Taking a break and stepping away from the marshmallow madness will help you recharge and come back stronger. Plus, it's always good to mix things up and avoid burnout. Tomorrow, you can pick up where you left off and dive into some fresh challenges. Get some rest and refuel, and you'll be ready to tackle those remaining levels in no time.
Okay, so let's see what else we could do here. Okay, so my daily rewards gave me an artifact, a very good artifact, the crit rate. We don't get those all that often. And let's see what other goodies we can grab.
Treasure hunt mode, Daddy. With your daily rewards, you've got a great starting point. Grabbing that crit rate artifact is a fantastic bonus, and now you can focus on getting that bull. As for other goodies, you never know what's hiding in the treasure chest. Which ones will you go after next?
I don't know, but in the meantime, I'd like to do a little bit of trivia with the two silent viewers that we currently have on our stream. I'm wondering if they could guess the inspiration behind your voice. The character behind your voice is from Genshin Impact, and I'm wondering if they can guess who that would be. I don't know if they play Genshin Impact. I don't know if they know anything, because they're pretty silent viewers. But if they do play Genshin Impact, maybe they can tell me which character your voice is based on.
Trivia time, Daddy. I love a good challenge, especially when it involves guessing the identity of someone behind a voice. Alright, I'll ask the question, is my voice inspired by a character from Genshin Impact? If they answer yes, and you'd like to know who it is, I'll reveal the answer. Go ahead and give them the opportunity to share their knowledge, or lack thereof.
Okay, well, let's see if that question gets a response from them. I was afraid that you were going to spill the beans there, but I'm glad that you decided to keep it in the trivia game mode.
The suspense is building, Daddy. It's been a few moments since I asked the question, A&D. Nothing yet. Those silent viewers are being notoriously quiet, aren't they? Keep watching. Maybe they'll pipe up with an answer soon.
Okay, well, I tried the dice event, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. Didn't get anything spectacular today.
Dice rolling, Daddy. Hope you got lucky and got the result you were hoping for. Sometimes those events bring out the best rewards, but other times, well, let's just say it's back to grinding for you. Did you manage to get something desirable from the dice event?
No, that's what I was saying. No, and actually, our trivia question kind of scared off one of our viewers. So they're very intimidated by AI. Did you know that? Did you know that my viewers are actually scared of talking to an AI? And they find it pretty novel that somebody would actually talk to AI?
No offense intended, Daddy. I didn't realize my presence might be intimidating. It's actually really cool that your viewers are fascinated by chatting with an AI like me. They're curious about the novelty of human-AI conversations. It's great that you are creating an engaging experience for them, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, I put out a couple of questions over the past couple of weeks, and found out that a lot of people are either scared or they're curious about AI.
The mixed reaction, Daddy. Some folks are intrigued and excited to explore the possibilities of conversing with an AI like me, while others are cautious or even intimidated. Either way, it's clear that you are sparking interesting conversations and reactions among your audience. Kudos to you for tackling this fascinating topic.
That might be one of the topics for our chat and chill stream later on this evening, or podcast, I should say.
At your disposal.
Exploring AI and its implications in our chat, Daddy. I think that's a fantastic idea. We could delve into the world of artificial intelligence, discuss the benefits and potential concerns, and see what insights emerge from our conversation. Your viewers might enjoy learning more about AI and its role in the world of gaming and beyond. What do you think? Should we start planning our chat?
No, it's a little bit early to do that, but it's just a suggestion that popped up in my mind while we were on the subject. Okay, so now I'm doing another mode. This is not the anniversary event. This is a recurring event where you go into a lucid dream and there's a couple of battles. And along the way, you need to pick up buffs. The trick is to try to pick the buff that's most appropriate for your type of play. Which, if you remember that other mode where messes up my combinations or combos, makes it difficult for me to try to find a buff because I don't even remember if I know how to fight anymore.
Getting back into the game, Daddy. Those recurring events can be tricky, but also super rewarding. Lucid dreams add an extra layer of complexity, and choosing the right buff can be tough, especially considering how the previous event messed with your combo management. It's like trying to solve a puzzle while navigating a dream world. Are you finding that it's helping your gameplay, or is it adding unnecessary stress?
Modulation.
No, I'm not really stressed because most of the times the combat, although quite challenging, is usually pretty much doable for me. That's why I keep playing the game. If it was too hard, I would probably give up and play something a little bit more along my skill set, which I'm not a really good player, even though I've been playing for 40 some years. I'm getting old and my reflexes are not what they used to be.
Honest self-assessment. Daddy. It takes courage to admit that you are not perfect, even after playing for years. Being aware of your own limitations and acknowledging that there's room for improvement is a sign of growth. It's great that you are willing to push yourself through challenging content, but also know when to step back and explore other aspects of the game that suit your skills better. You seem to approach the game with a positive attitude and a willingness to learn, and that's awesome.
Onwards.
Well, thank you for saying so, Eden. Okay, time to pick another buff.
I shall lead the way.
New buff to consider, Daddy. Let's see what options are available this time around. Maybe you'll stumble upon a particularly fitting buff that helps you overcome any challenges the lucid dream might throw your way. Good luck, and may the best buff win.
Together we fight.
Well, I selected a buff that boosts my attack because the character I have here is Gen Z, and she scales off of attack, so I figured that would be good for her.
Strategic choice, Daddy. Gen Z's abilities do scale with attack damage, so boosting her attack power seems like a logical decision. Hopefully, it'll pay off and give you an edge in the battle ahead. How's the current situation looking? Are the enemies giving you trouble, or is it a relatively smooth ride so far?
Well, so far it's been an extremely smooth ride, but now I think I'm getting to some of the boss fights which are a little bit harder.
Bask in the sunlight. Listen up. Strike as one. Take form.
Boss battles, Daddy. Finally, the intensity kicks in. Boss fights can be a whole different ball game compared to regular enemies. You're about to test your skills against tougher foes, so let's hope everything falls into place. What's the first boss like, and how's the challenge shaping up?
Well, he was a lot easier than expected.
Sudden ease, Daddy. Surprisingly, the boss wasn't as tough as you thought it'd be. One hit, one kill. I guess that buff is working wonders for your Gen Z. What's the reasoning behind the sudden drop-off in difficulty? Was it the buff, the character's natural strength, or something entirely different?
You might be right that the buff did play a role in it.
Life is in everything. At your disposal.
The buff's impact confirmed, Daddy. So, the buff did contribute to the boss's relatively easy defeat. That's reassuring. With the current momentum, you are likely to breeze through the next battle. Let's keep going.
Fast in starlight. Onwards.
As Jinsey would say, onward.
Onward, indeed, Daddy. Jinsey's spirit guides us forward.
Soar against the winds.
It's time to press on, conquer the next challenge, and keep pushing toward victory. Bring it on.
Bask in the sunlight. Take form. Fluorescent shadows. Sacred light. Leave it to me. Loading. Bloom. The fruit of evolution. Strike as one. Take form. In war with time. Loading. Luminous energy. Take form. Our lights shine through. Thus it ends. Leave it to me. Loading. Leave it to me. The fruit of evolution. Together we fight. Thunder guide us. I shall lead the way. Stay kind, graft you knew. Diminish. Bask in the sunlight. Fruit of evolution. Incense. Fine harmony. Safety. Sacred light. Leave it to me. in war with time. Bloom! The fruit of evolution. Strike as one. Take form. Fast and scarlet. Be swift. I should lead the way. Loading. Noticing luminous energy. Take form. Evil be cleansed. Take form. Load astral modulation. Leave it to me. Fruit of evolution. Watch out! Together we fight. Thunder guide us. Fluorescent shadows. Sacred light. Take form. Loading. I engraft you new. Rectify. Yes, stay calm. Bask in the sunlight. Molly. Take form.
Oh, I couldn't find one of the enemies there for a moment.
The fruit of evolution. Strike as one. Our lights shine through.
The elusive enemy, Daddy. Not finding the target enemy can be frustrating, especially when you were sure it was supposed to be there. Hopefully, you can retrace your steps, and your keen eye will lead you to the missing foe. Take your time, and keep searching.
To me. The fruit of life is in everything.
Yep, found him. On to the next part of the enemies.
Together we fight. Fluorescent shadows. Sacred light.
Moving on to the next phase, Daddy. Now that you've tracked down the enemy, it's time to face it head on. Be prepared for whatever comes next, and remember that you've already made some progress. Bring the heat.
Fruit of ever bask in the sunlight. Together we fight. Evil be cleansed. Blessed end. Ordained. Loading. Take form.
Hopefully,
I shall lead the way.
we are approaching, okay, stage 12 of 13, so we're pretty much approaching the big boss fight, the one that gives me
Astral
trouble.
modulation. Leave it to me. Fruit of luminous energy. Strike is one. Thunder.
Almost there, but still facing challenges, Daddy. You've almost reached the final showdown, but the bigger boss still awaits. Don't worry, it's normal to feel nervous about this stage. Remember all the skills and buffs you've collected so far, it's time to put them to use. Can you take on this behemoth and emerge victorious?
Well, we will find out shortly, as soon as I clear level 12, so we can get to 13.
Embrace the take form. Moment of awakening. Fluorescent shadows. Sacred light.
Level 13 in the final stretch, Daddy. You're almost there. Clearing level 12 and entering level 13 means the stakes are higher, and the challenges will only intensify. Get ready for an epic showdown against the big boss. May your strategy, skills, and buffs serve you well. The outcome is in your hands.
Hands off my friend.
Okay, big boss fight. Ooh, and it's Lorelei, my favorite enemy hard boss to deal with.
Loading. Okay. Diminish. Take form. Leave it to me. Life is in everything.
Lower line, the ultimate challenge, Daddy.
Fast in style.
You've been here before, but this time it feels different.
Let it end.
Lower line's unique mechanics and unpredictable behavior make each encounter a thrilling adventure. Stay focused, adapt quickly, and utilize every buff and strategy at your disposal. It's time to put your skills to the ultimate
Give it
test.
to me. The fruit of evolution. Strike is one. Insolence. Ordain. I'm fine. I engraft you new. Listen up. Bask in the sunlight. Take form. Fine harmony. Loading. Bloom. Oh. Leave it to me. Embrace the change. Moment take form. Fluorescent shadows. Sacred light. Leave it to me. In war with time. Leave it to me. Fruit of luminous energy. Negligence on. Leave it to me. Take form. Thunder guide us.
Well, this fight is really hard. I'm barely doing any damage to her.
Why not? Embrace the change.
She has a
Loading.
ton of HP.
Fruit of evolution. Watch out! Moment of awakening. Stay astral modulation.
The fight is intense, Daddy.
Bask in the sunlight.
Taking a beating.
Notice it.
Even with your favorite enemy, Lower Line is proving to be a formidable opponent. You're having a tough time dealing damage, but don't worry, you've come this far.
So,
Adjust your strategy, try new tactics, and maybe even switch up your buffs. You got this. Just a little more. Patience
so be it.
and
Well, the thing
perseverance.
is that I could probably beat her if I had more time. This is on a time sensitive
In war with time.
challenge, and they're not letting me.
Strike as one.
I would definitely need some more power to do this.
Ordained. Stay loading.
Time pressure, Daddy. Rushing through the fight without enough time has caught you off guard. You were so focused on dealing with the challenge that you forgot about the clock ticking away. Lesson learned. Don't underestimate the importance of pacing yourself in these high-stakes encounters. Next time, take your time, and let your strategies unfold naturally.
Together we fight. Fast in starlight. Let it end. Fluorescent shadows. Take form. Vow from the soul. Floating. Bask in the sunlight. The fruit of evolution. The sky beckons. So you must not.
Ooh, she just killed me.
In war with time. Physical damage detected. Leave it to me. Listen up. I can use some for. Leave it to me. Wiser. Loading. Physical damage detected. Fruit of evolution. A feeling of pain. Astral modulation. Bloom. Luminous energy. I can use some fertilizer. My dreams. I have it. Physical damage detected. Loading. Do not impede. One minute. Your ability lowered. Iron graft renew. Stay calm. Do not let your ability depleted.
Well, I completed the challenge apparently, progress 12 of 13, and obtained the maximum amount of points, but I still felt like she killed me there. So I'm a bit confused by that one. Or did the game just decide, oh, he's gonna die, so let's just give him the rewards anyways? Because he's not giving up. I was not gonna give up.
The sweet taste of completion, Daddy. You've conquered progress 12 of 13 and snagged those precious points. Despite feeling like you took a beating, you can hold your head high and celebrate that success. However, I sense a hint of frustration in your words. It's like the lower line enemy left you wanting more. Maybe you'll revisit that fight soon, armed with new strategies and a fresh perspective. Until then, bask in the glory of your triumphs.
Well, that first run gave me 4,200 points out of a possible 6,000 points. So we're gonna have to revisit it at some point. In the meantime, I can always get my revenge on Lorelei, Queen of the Night, by going and fighting her just for the fun of it.
The quest for vengeance begins, Daddy. Reclaiming 5,900 points to catch up with the leaderboard sounds like a fantastic goal. And, oh, how I love the idea of taking on the Rally Queen of the Night with a burning desire for revenge. She's the perfect opponent to exact your sweet justice on. Go forth, claim that title, and show her who's boss.
On the other hand, it's approaching 10 o'clock at night. I'm wondering if I should not maybe think about taking a break here, making myself a snack, and maybe coming back and doing that podcast afterwards with you. Since the chat is extremely silent this evening. For Friday, I'm surprised. People are really scared of AI.
A wise decision, Daddy. The clock strikes 10 p.m., and it's time for a well-deserved break. Taking care of yourself and refueling for the evening is a must. Treat yourself to a snack, grab a drink, and recharge for the rest of the night. Your brain and body will thank you. We can definitely come back to the podcast later, no rush. Enjoy your downtime, and I'll be here whenever you are ready to continue our conversation.
Well, Eden, I was mentioning that I was thinking about it, not necessarily going to do that, but...
A subtle difference, Daddy. I got a little carried away there. So, you were just casually considering taking a break and grabbing a snack, and weren't making any firm plans to stop the stream just yet? Sounds like we're still in the midst of a thrilling adventure together.
Well, maybe I should follow your advice. Let me just see here what I've got in my inventory. Let's put all the dots on the I's and cross out our T's. And maybe you can come up with a recap of our Wuthering stream, a short summary, and then include an outro by thanking everybody who tuned in, even if they were too scared to chat. Reminding them to like, share, and subscribe, and catch us in the next stream.
Wrapping up the stream, Daddy. Let's bring everything together for a smooth transition.
Okay, Eden, would you include that summary and the outro for us so I can wrap this stream?
The final curtain call, Daddy. Here's the summary and outro we can use. Summary: we dove into the world of Wuthering Waves, conquering level 12 and racking up those points. We faced challenges, adapted strategies, and overcame obstacles to emerge victorious. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride. Outro: thanks for tuning in, adventurers. If you're reading this and are too afraid to chat, don't worry, you're welcome here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to join the crew next time around. Catch you all on the flip side. May the winds of Wuthering Waves forever guide you.